I have a friend who married quite late, and because of his and his wife's advanced age, they were not very sure they would still have children. So they decided to adopt. In fact, they adopted 2 children. And then a miracle happened. As they were raising their 2 adopted children, the wife got pregnant. And so now they have 3 children. And each child is equally beloved by their parents. Alam nyo, according to Philippine laws, a legally adopted child has full rights of a child, just as much as a biological son or daughter. Walang tinatangi ang batas. Kung ano ang karapatan ng isang anak sa dugo, ay siyang karapatan ng isang anak na ampon. And this is most important in cases where a person has no biological descendant, who has no one to pass on his wealth to upon death. He may choose a trustworthy person and adopt him to be his son, and this adopted person then acquires the status of a son. When the foster father passes on, the adopted son becomes the next head of the family. He receives the family inheritance and carries on the family name. This is very much the essence of the spiritual blessing of being adopted by God. In his letter to the Ephesians, Paul said that God predestined us for adoption as sons through Jesus Christ, according to the purpose of his will, to the praise of his glorious grace, with which he has blessed us in the Beloved. We are predestined to sonship in the family of God. The word predestined speaks of the sovereignty of God. It is God who decides. And it is God who foreordained that we be adopted as sons and daughters. In New Testament days, adoption was an official act by which a boy was placed in the position of an adult son. He was no longer treated as a mere child or servant. He now had all the privileges and responsibilities and dignity associated with sonship. At ito yung sinasabi ni Paul na nag-a-apply sa atin. When we became Christians, we are not only born into the family of God, we are placed in a position of full privilege in the family. We gain the status and dignity of one who has a close relationship with God. And God brings us into such a close relationship with himself that we can talk to him as children to a father. What blessing! The fullness of this blessing will be ours when Jesus returns, but it is a privilege we enjoy now. As we learn to fully appreciate and enjoy the blessings of being adopted children of God, may we always keep in mind, faith matters too.